guys, MJT360 back at you again with another video. Today we're going to be reviewing this Harbor Freight or Central Machinery 4x36 belt sander with a 6-inch sanding disc. The metric size is going to be 102 millimeters wide and 914 millimeters long. The platen length is almost a foot long, or 11.5 inches, and it is going to, and the belt of course is 4 inches wide. The table width is 5 inches wide and 7.5 inches long. So yeah, the specs of this sander is, it is a 120 volt machine. It is a 1,185 feet per minute, 4x36 sanding belt. The RPM of the disc is 1,819 RPM. It's a 6-inch disc, pressure sensitive adhesive, but I think you can get a Velcro disc for this if you want. It is 120 volts AC, 60 hertz, 3.5 amps. And yeah, so it's got a nice safety switch back here where you can pull out the little plastic tab to get to work, so it doesn't accidentally start up. Now, some of the things I like about the sander is that it's quiet. It's not too loud. I'm talking in my normal voice if you can hear me, so yeah, it's not too loud. But I still like to wear hearing protection. Also, one other thing I like is that it sands pretty well. It doesn't vibrate like horribly, but it does vibrate a little. So yeah, here we go. Also, this belt does tilt up. Now, I've done a couple things to this sander that I would not recommend doing. One thing I did is I took the bottom cover off the belt guard. Took the bottom cover off the belt, which means now I don't have dust collection anymore, but I'm fine with that because I just do something else for dust collection. Doesn't really matter because dust collection in this sander doesn't work that well anyway from stock, because it actually sands the bottom of the metal platen, which just dulls out the sanding paper. So yeah, also this dust collection guard on the this dust collection guard on this disc has a half-inch diameter port on the bottom of it for your dust-sucking needs, but the problem is that when you get it out of the box, half of the port is covered by a little thing to prevent big chunks from falling into the sanding disc, into the dust collection, just like the belt sander is, just like that on the bottom, both covered. So yeah, don't get really good dust collection. So I actually took that out, and now it actually kind of works. But yeah, let's see, oh yeah, I think this is a 1/3 or 1/2 horsepower motor. I'm not sure. I will put it in the description if I find out. This back cover on the motor is plastic, and this main body part of the machine down here is all cast iron. The base is metal, is some type of metal, stamped sheet metal construction all around here. Nice metal lever with a plastic cover to cover up that thing. Plastic, some type of metal, and metal bar here, and then yeah, table is again stamped aluminum, but as you can see, when you use it, it is right there. See that blackness on the handle, on that stick? That's the paint wearing off the and also down there, that's the paint wearing off the sanding table. So yeah, paint wears off and then it gets on your piece, which is annoying. And of course, every Harbor Freight tool's got to come with a really cheap Harbor Freight or Harbor Freight miter gauge. And of course, just like this, just like every single one of them, it's got to have a stupid amount of play on it. So yeah, let's see. Let's do some sanding with it, of course, because that's what every sander does. I'm going to sand this edge back here, and I'm going to make it look like that. Gonna make it look like that. Nice rounded over edge. I will do one side on the disc sander and one side on the belt sander to give you a nice good idea of how it works. Fire in the hole, here we go. So there we go. There's the disc sander. Holy cow, it's a bunch of dust. I hope you can see that floating around in the air. Then there you go. That's a lot of fine dust. Now, how do I clean it? I use one of these Gator sanding blocks. Just look for sandpaper eraser on Amazon or something like that. You can also buy this at Home Depot, at Lowe's. What you do is you take it and just go like that, and then like that. Done. Bam. Cleans it off, makes it look brand new again. Now this belt's getting a little bit worn, but yeah, this sanding thing from Gator, I would rate this a 10 out of 10. It is amazing. I love it. So yeah, as you can see, I hope you can see the fine dust floating around in here, because this thing makes crap loads of it. Actually, you can see the fine dust. Ready? Sitting right here on the wood. Ready? You see that on my hand? Can you see that on my hand? You can't really see it on my hand, but ready? Ready? Yeah. Here. So, ready? So, I'm gonna give this, since the dust collection's horrible, you have to take off a bunch of stuff to change out the discs and sandpaper. The motor's underpowered and it heats up very fast. Just from using it twice, the motor's already warm, a little bit warm. So yeah, what I'm gonna do now is, after I say goodbye to you guys, I'm gonna take the camera and bring it back here and show you, after just sanding 4 roundovers on this piece of wood, how much dust is under this machine. Because it is absolutely ridiculous. In this air, I should probably be wearing a mask right now, but yeah. Makes an absolute mess on the sander and everywhere. But yeah. So, please like, comment, share, subscribe, do whatever you have to do to get this video out to people. And, oh yeah, one other thing. Sanding belts I use are these Craftsman sanding belts, model number CMXZXGA9110. That is CMXZXGA9110. And these are bidirectional, and they fit benchtop sanders. So there you go. Yeah, there's Zinchromium grade, heavy-duty construction, and bidirectional flush joint. So yeah, there you go. Yeah. As you can see, I still got a Diablo sanding disc on here, because I actually like these. They work pretty well, but the Diablo sanding belts are only good for sanding metal, and that's about it. So yeah, here you go. Here's the back view of this whole sander. Here's a whole overview of the sander, after just using it to do 4 small roundovers. Sorry for the shaky camera work. So here's the sander as it is right now. As you can see, if I show you under here, I have no No sanding cover under here whatsoever. And ready? This is the crazy part. That's after just making 4 roundovers on that small piece of wood. That's after making 4 roundovers. Come on. The motor's covered. It's all covered in here. Everything is covered in dust. Now ready? Where the sanding port is. Disc sander. You can't see it because it's clear, but sanding dust. And there's a really tiny dust port. Right there. Here's a really tiny dust port. Yeah, it's a very tiny dust port. As you can see, it works kind of well, but I don't know. I don't know what to think about it. But yeah, there you go. Central Machinery 4x36 sanding machine. Benchtop sander. You can buy this right now for $89, and you can also use the 20% off coupon, and they also sometimes sell coupons for this machine. This is also a horizontal and vertical sander, and you can move the table from over here to over here, right there, where that bolt hole is. When you tilt this sander up, you tilt it up. Yeah, don't worry about the tape. I tried to drill up a dust collection port here, and it failed. So yeah, there you go. Ta-da! Hope you like it. Have a great day, and I will see you on the next video. Bye, guys!